The mind actually loves to freak out because, of course, thoughts, personal thoughts, thinking about all these problems, it's so stressful and it's negative, but it's also kind of entertaining, you know? Um, so the mind tends to freak out, even though the mind claims to want to have an awakening, so it's looking for some kind of pointer to get into the stillness, and then I want to rest in the stillness, I want to discover the consciousness. But actually it's resisting this very stillness that is right here. It is always right here. Wait a minute. So the mind is looking for a pointer. Let's say it's freaking out. And it's trying to, open up a book, the Tao Te Ching. And it's like, I need to have some kind of wisdom from someone who knows more than me. And I want him to tell me where to go. Like, what kind of method should I use? Because I feel like I'm in the middle of a storm. Like, the mind can be like that. The mind is like, there's a storm. There are like so many big waves of thoughts and personal problems. And you start to suffer. And like, it drains you of your energy. And you're like stuck in your mind. And you cannot get out of it. And you're like, I need someone to take my hand and show me the way. But actually, that's just the mind trying to entertain itself. It's like, I want problems. I want problems. I need to have some kind of entertainment because, people are always focused on forms. Like, nobody cares about the emptiness between the forms. So, but once you realize that these forms, there's no form that can appear in front of you and take your hand and show you the absence of form. It doesn't work. So you gotta find the absence of form in your mind. But it's not an activity, because the activity to find emptiness is a form itself. So the only thing you can do is be as you are, and it doesn't matter how much, how strong the storm is in the mind. Usually there's like so many things going on, and there's this sense of trying to control the mind. And some gurus give you the advice to stop controlling. But let me tell you, that's not a good advice actually. Like, I can speak only for my own experience, but when you feel like you're identified with the one that's controlling the mind, then you're identified with the one that's trying to control the mind, then a guru tells you, stop controlling. Then you feel like you are the one who has done this decision to stop controlling, and now you feel like you're trying to do it right, and there is automatically the fear of doing it wrong. And you're still identified with the one that's not controlling, so you're like, you're scared. You're like, am I doing it right? When is it going to stop? And you're still identified, which is the very reason why it's not stopping actually. So if there is this sense of controlling, then that's just something that was also arising out of consciousness, and it's not your problem. Allow it to control. Because the only thing you have to recognize is that you're not controlling. It is controlling by itself. And then you'll see, whoa, there's just a sense of control, but there is no me doing it. It's just like I'm watching. And there's not an I watching. There's just this field of awareness in which the chaos appears, and this sense of trying to control the chaos, they are one. So you simply are, and the mind needs to realize that the only way to attain freedom is when it is not interested in this mind entertainment anymore. Because there is no answer, there is nothing to get, there is nothing. It's just appearing like that. These things, they look shiny, they're entertaining, and it's like fancy thoughts and forms appearing in front of you. It's like Mara appearing in front of the Buddha and trying to tempt him. you know, and he was like just looking at his own projections, and he recognizes that all these things, they mean absolutely nothing. It's just illusion. And then he's satisfied with the absence of things. It's just a satisfaction that comes from nowhere. A satisfaction that can only arise because there is no longer this need to get some kind of form, to get some kind of entertaining pointer that is leading you in the right direction. So you can do it right now. So let's say you're here, you're simply here, and there is no need to point your attention onto some kind of sensation, for example the body, to recognize that you're here. You don't have to put your awareness on your body to know that you're here. So you can just allow your attention to relax. If it doesn't relax naturally, then allow it to be tense, but still you know you're here. So there's a here-ness. And simply observe, but don't do the observation. Recognize that observation is all there is already. So there's no need to do anything, no need to get involved. Simply see that seeing is already happening. And see what's happening in the seeing. Like the recognition of the happenings inside of the seeing is happening naturally. It's like easy. Even if there's tension, the recognition that there is tension is something that happens naturally and easily. So now this voice appears, your thoughts appears, the feelings appear, the mind storm, even the question, like if your mind says something, this guy should get to the point, you know, I gotta get there. That's not you, that's just a projection. So there's an ocean of silence. This consciousness is silent in its truth, in its primordial source form. It is silence. And it's so silent it doesn't even, it is, you know, because the knowing that it is silent is a form of noise. It is so silent that it doesn't even know that it is silent. It's so silent. It's like, it really, it's no way to describe it. But pure consciousness is silent. And it's like an ocean, and there's some waves that appear on the ocean. They appear as seeming noise. Like a thought appears out of nowhere, this nowhereness. A thought comes from this nowhereness, and the one that's recognizing the thought is the thought itself, because it consists of this consciousness. So there's no duality there. There is only consciousness, which is recognizing everything, and everything that arises in it consists of it. So every thought is self-aware because it consists of the only thing that can be aware. So I am the stillness in which personhood arises, and personhood recognizes itself because it consists of stillness. And there's no need to do something. No wave on the ocean can do something to make the ocean appear. It is already here. So no need to put in any effort. And allow all the sensations and the thoughts and the chaos in the mind, if there's any, to be there. And do not identify yourself with the allower. If there is an idea that popped up in the mind that I am the allower, that's also not you. You're no one. You're absolutely no one. And that's a good thing. So recognize that You know, because when you are recognizing this place of peace, of eternal, you know, peace, and you will recognize what they meant when they say, oh, it's an unborn thing, it is not scared of death. You will recognize this, you know. But what can happen is that you will have nightmares because the ego is trying to come back. He's trying to fight. It's like Satan. He's trying to come back and fight, and, you know, trying to make you scared so you fall back into personhood. And that's a normal thing. So a storm can happen and appear, and you feel like you're in personhood again, and you're fighting, and you're trying to get out of it, and you're trying to find the ultimate pointing to get you out of there. When the storm is there's the mind is fighting and fighting, and when it's there, when you're in the middle of it, then you have to surrender completely, because when the mind storm is there, you will identify yourself with a wave on the ocean, and there's a hurricane, and the wave is scared of the hurricane because it doesn't realize that actually it doesn't matter if the hurricane crashes with the wave, because they are both water, but it's scared because it's identified, you know. And the only thing you can do is, you know, the wave will try to find something to hold on to find some stability, but there's nothing to hold on to because it's only ocean. So the only thing you can do is let the ocean carry you. That's the only thing you can do when the mind attack is there. So allow it to be there. Don't try to find any solution or something to hold on to give you some kind of comfort. Just allow the ocean to carry you in the midst of the storm. And that's the easiest way for the storm to subside. And soon, when you're just allowing to be sucked in by this chaos and allow defeat, then you will see that the power of the mind will subside, and you can come back to this recognition that there is actually only stillness, out of which seeming noise and form can come. And there is a natural relaxation. So you can, maybe right now your mind is very active because it is hearing about this stuff and is trying to grasp it. It's trying to, oh, it's fascinating, I'm trying to understand it, and I'm trying to Google stuff about it. But see how this questioning and grasping, and it's not necessary. It's actually going in the exact opposite way that I'm trying to point you to. Just see how all these projections in the mind happen, and it's grasping, it's trying to get somewhere, it's trying to, you know, and allow it. If it really wants to grasp something and you're trying to fight against the grasping energy, then it's only going to be worse, but it's going to come back even harder. But the only thing you can do is recognize that it won't lead you anywhere. There's nothing to get, there's nothing to grasp, there's nothing to understand. In the end, when you have attained moksha, then there's no one left that has anything from it. There's no one that can say, I have it, I am enlightened. There's just, it's nothing there. There's nobody there to understand or grasp anything. Nothing to hold on to. No stability required. No pointing required. It's just open. Not even that. It's beyond open. So, yeah, that's what came up today. And don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.